They're just there. They just exist. It's like putting makeup on an ugly-ass pig.
You're about to listen to an ass whooping on WHPC.
He had the wrong feed number, that's for sure. He's out there throwing pigs, scrambling and sad.
He's been waiting all week for this.
Eric, I want to let you know, if you come over here, me and Franz are not going to stop you from getting to this man, even as nice as he's dressed.
What? It's a three-piece, all right? The grease.
It could be like talk, but just no action. That's the thing.
A lot of people are like that.
Talk. You talk too much, you worry me to death.
I've been a Knicks fan for 25 years, all right? Since I came out the damn womb, all right?
Bing bong. Let's go, Knicks.
He has a bitch name, a bitch haircut. He's been playing like a bitch all season, and he's a bitch. So.
Welcome to WHPC Sports Talk on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC. Shout out Justin Greenberg, like always. Great intro. Gotta love it for the Thursday edition. Host for today, Braden D'Aniello, joined by the incredible, the sexy, the one and only Josh Umahi. How are you doing?
Bing bong.
Bing bong is right. Also, joining us, Eric Williams. How are you?
I'm good. I actually, I went to T-Mobile today and finally got a new phone.
Good.
Shout out to Phil, though. That man helped me out. He came, I said, you got the 14 Pro Max? He was like, let me check in the back. I said, 256 storage, though. He came back with the purple one. I was like, yo, we can get the checking out right now.
Shout out, Phil.
Mauricio Mendoza, how are you?
No, man, chilling. What about you, man?
I'm all right. Rangers game day, so it should be interesting. Mets signing everyone, so that's good. We're becoming an idea. I can only assume Nico Each is on his way, maybe with Antonio Gonzalez. We don't know. But we're going to get right into it. Starting with the NBA and Josh's New York Knicks. Josh, how are you feeling today?
Well, I remember, listen, we've talked about the Knicks ad nauseum, especially on the Thursday show. I've been screaming, yelling, to be quite frank, bitching about the New York Knicks and the state of affairs.
More Tibbs, but...
Tibbs, and, I'm not going to call him no names. He's on a 5-game winning streak now. That was an impressive victory. Listen, they started the game off well. Obviously NBA games are, they're all a game of runs. So you expected the Bulls to come back into it. DeRozan and Levine kind of got it going. And towards the end of the game is where I want to focus first, because it's like the curious case of Julius Randle. Like you see this guy, I don't know why. Well, I can't even fault him all the way because Tibbs drawing up that play to just basically stand and hold the ball and burn 20 seconds off the clock. And then go and attempt a fallback fadeaway jumper from the right side of the court. It's not really what you want. I would have rather had the ball in Brunson's hands.
It just doesn't make any sense making that kind of maneuver, to be honest.
It's Julius Randle, who's never made a game-winning shot in his career. And that's what you draw up in that situation. You could have drawn up something, with motion, get a lob to the basket, get somebody rolling to the basket, but whatever.
Or just get it over with in general.
Yeah, I gotta give Julius Randle credit, though, for this. Right after that, he misses the shot. Bulls come back down the court, advance the ball. They try a little lob towards the basket. Patrick Williams has a chance, and Julius Randle blocks it away. Ooh. So via that, we have overtime, and this is where I got to credit Jalen Brunson now. There are two guys I really wanted to shout out, Randle and Jalen Brunson. I remember back when Jalen Brunson got signed, way back in the summer, and on this show I said, we had Corey over there saying, he's not that guy. He's not that guy.
I thought he was going to be one of the guys because I felt kind of, not high hopes, but I felt like, okay, that's pretty good. I mean, he had a pretty good season with Dallas Mavericks, getting into the conference finals against Golden State. And maybe, I wouldn't say he was going to change up the team, but, at least maybe help out the team and maybe progress a little bit more.
Well, yeah, that's all I was saying.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
It's really just that's the key to it. But Knicks fans were acting like we're signing this guy to be the Messiah and save New York basketball and be a superstar.
That's what kind of gets me off because that just makes it too far. I mean, he's not like example will be like Carmelo Anthony. Like he's gonna take the Knicks all the way to the promised land.
No, nobody in their right mind. Hopefully, I mean, I know some Knicks fans don't be in their right mind all the time, but
yeah,
a lot of New York sports fans.
I mean, look, I'm a Knicks fan, but you got to be realistic, okay? You can't just be like, oh, he's there. We signed him. He'll take us to the championship. Be a little bit more realistic. Know that, you won't really make it there. You're gonna lose eventually. I mean,
well. Mauricio, I'm surprised that you're being a Debbie Downer about the Knicks today.
No.
I thought you were going to come in here and beating your chest, celebrating the Knicks 50.
I am. Don't get me wrong. Jalen Brunson, great performance. Not to mention that beautiful cross on Alex Caruso.
That's where I wanted to go to.
Ooh.
Next.
Brung him down to earth, Braden.
Yeah, it was impressive. Listen, Jalen Brunson is a bucket getter. We know that. Yeah. If anyone wants to criticize him for anything, you could say he's not a prototypical true point guard like the Chris Pauls and the Steve Nashes we've seen in the past, but this guy...
Kyrie Irvings?
Well...
that was a joke. That was a joke right there. Don't worry.
Okay, Mauricio.
Yeah.
But yeah, listen.
Are you sure about that?
Jalen Brunson is a scorer. You can criticize his game. He doesn't get a lot of assists, but he's a scorer and he's a closer. When he has the ball in his hands, I trust him thrice as more. I can't even say twice. Thrice as more as any other Knick on this roster. So I'm glad he had the ball there. And Alex Caruso, who's a damn good defender.
And a great shooter, too. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, just touched earth, and that was a dagger.
Yeah,
I got to shout out RJ Barrett too. I know I've been hard on him too, but if you look at the last recent stretch, 22 points last night. He's getting his field goal percentage up above 41. He's when he's at his best, and I'm past the point of expecting him to be a star. I know he was the 3rd overall pick in the draft, but
that didn't really mean anything to be on. I mean, I love RJ Barrett.
Hold up, 3rd overall pick is a 3rd overall pick. Like, you're expecting a star when you pick it at that spot.
Yeah, but it was during that, bro. It was Zion and John Morant. Be honest.
But RJ Barrett, if you remember before that draft process and before that college basketball season, he was by far the #1 prospect. So I don't think it was unreasonable to expect star potential out of that guy. But nonetheless, it is what it is now. At his best, he's a high quality wing who can get you 20 points and hit a couple 3-pointers.
Yeah,
that's what he is. And on this team, Jalen Brunson playing like this, and I hate to do this because I'm the first to call for his job, but Tom Thibodeau, I'm shocked at some of the things he's doing. You talk about putting Mitchell Robinson in the best situations to succeed. Jericho Sims is getting a lot of minutes after the Obi Toppin injury.
Yeah.
You look at putting Deuce McBride in to the rotation. Knicks are undefeated since Tibbs made that move. 5 straight wins since he put Deuce McBride. Unfortunately, sat Cam Reddish, which I don't agree with, but you can't disagree with what Deuce McBride has done this year or even criticize him. I mean, he's great. I said earlier this week, you look at his stats, they don't jump off the page. But when he's on the court, he provides shooting. He provides not just defense, but 3-point defense.
That's what the Knicks need as well. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, I mean, listen, the Knicks were by far the worst 3-point defending team in the league right before Deuce McBride got in the rotation. And now look at it. They're among the best.
He could be a key asset for this eventually in the near future.
He's already a key asset.
I mean, yeah, he already is. But this is what we finally needed.
It's funny, too, because last year on this show, I know y'all weren't here, but I was screaming all season long about, before y'all heard my Knicks rants this year, I was screaming last year, trust me, about Tibbs playing Alec Burks, Nerlens Noel, Derrick Rose, who I like, but all these veterans, all these crusty, old, slow veterans, when you have all this young talent on the team, you have Quentin Grimes, who we're seeing, even Stephen A. Smith, who's more of a bipolar Knicks fan than me. He actually criticized the team, tweeting about Quentin Grimes hitting that 3 and playing defense and all this stuff. People are starting to see what I was talking about, getting the young talent on the floor.
I mean, Grimes. I said it too. I mean, what the Knicks needed to do for the season was focus more on their young talent. I didn't mind the old schools that had Derrick Rose, Nerlens Noel, but it was mainly towards the young generation.
Listen, Grimes, McBride, Sims, that 2021 draft. All 3 of those guys are key rotation players now, and they're playing damn good basketball. Look no further than those 3 guys. I know Julius Randle and Jalen Brunson and RJ Barrett, the mid-3, they're playing well. But look at those 3 guys, their impact in the rotation. That's what saved the next season, and I'm so happy to see it.
Man. Yeah, and we've seen it you guys took the words out of my mouth with everything that I put down. Randle led the way last night, 31 points, 13 rebounds. Brunson looked great, 30 points. RJ put up 22. Knicks have now won 5 straight games. Bing bong, bing bong, bing bong, bing bong. And bing bong because we don't have enough slots left.
Impressive
Who would have
stuff.
thought?
Impressive stuff.
So they, like I said, won 5 straight, jumped to 6 in the Eastern Conference, half game behind the 5th-seeded Sixers. So I got to ask before we go to baseball because there's a lot to get into with that, especially with the Carlos Correa signing. Josh Mauricio, which of the Knicks impressed you the most during this 5-game win streak?
You can go first, Mauricio.
I mean, go a little bit more in details to that. Tell me.
Someone who's on the team that's not Donovan Mitchell.
I'm just kidding.
Anyone but Tom Thibodeau, I assume.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, Jalen Brunson. Arguably, I have to say Jalen Brunson. Mitchell Robinson will be another one because, as a big man, defense has always been important. So, Josh, you want to take this one?
Yeah, you said it. Mitchell Robinson.
A lot of people kept hating on me because I praised them a lot. I mean...
Well, he was playing like garbage. That's why we criticize you. I mean, now he's playing better. I mean, listen, he was always a shot blocker.
Because they didn't know how to use him well, okay?
Not even that. Not even that. He's always been a shot blocker. He's always been a rebounder, a lob threat. But the one thing I criticized him for, this guy is, 7'1", 250?
Yeah.
Like, you're bigger and stronger than everybody else. You always have been. You're not setting good enough screens. And I know that sounds simple, but... when you think about what the Knicks like to do, pick and roll, swing side to side, isolation, after pick and roll, like, you need good screen setters. That's why I love Jericho Sims. Mitchell Robinson, something's clicked. Because over the last couple of games, he's finally realized, hey, I am 7 feet and 260. And me setting a screen on a smaller guard, it can actually be effective. It could be pretty much, exactly what this Knicks team needs. So I got to shout him out. 2 more block shots last night. Completely outplayed Nikola Vucevic, who, I mean, real quick, can we talk about the Bulls?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, who really cares about them?
Go right ahead. They play them again tomorrow night.
Yeah, so let me, for all the Knicks fans that's going to watch tomorrow, let me tell you something about this Knicks team, or this Bulls team. They're basically like the bubble Knicks all over again.
Oh, man.
Because if you look at it, hey, Nico. If you look at it as...
Nico Each is in the building, ladies and gentlemen.
Dapping up everybody.
Do you want your seat?
Yeah. Give me that.
Oh, what was I saying? Yeah, so they're basically the bubble Knicks, a repeat of the bubble Knicks, or not the bubble Knicks, the COVID year Knicks, where they win a lot of games unexpectedly, make the 4 seed, and put all their chips in to try to repeat and do better, and then look at where they wound up last year. The Bulls are the exact same case. Because after last year, nobody expected them to be a top 6 seed. They do it. They get smacked by Giannis in the Bucks. What do? You can either go in 2 directions. You can either put all your chips in like they did, or try to rebuild. And know that DeRozan's old. You're going to have to pay Zach LaVine $215 million. That doesn't look too great right now. No. And then Nikola Vucevic, you trade not 1, but 2 first-round picks for that guy. All of that being said, you wonder why they are at
That's just straight up sad, to be honest. It's just really sad to be a Bulls fan.
One team's trading away all the first-round picks, the other has all the first-round picks. Ironic, I think not.
I'm happy you said that, because can Leon Rose finally do something with them?
Whoa.
Your team's winning now. You have no excuse.
Based off what you tell me, nothing will happen. But I mean, it's a possibility.
I talked about earlier this week the possibility of Kyle Kuzma being on the trade block. There's been 3 teams linked to Kyle Kuzma. Eric's Suns, the Lakers, and the Knicks. So I think he's a seamless fit on all of those teams, but on the Knicks, I would love that. Because you finally get the wing you thought you had in Cam Reddish, or don't think you have for some reason. You get him in here, he's another scorer. He's averaging 20 points per game this year. You can get a 4th player averaging 20 points per game this year, because Brunson, Randall, and Barrett are already doing that. I think it'd be a great move, and you wouldn't have to give up that much to get him. And like Braden, you said, they have 11 first-round picks in I don't know how many the next couple of years. So
3 or 4, I think.
Yeah, so
around there.
I would like to see you not just hold on to them and actually do something with them.
Yeah.
And not put out a press release with a nice. I think Leon Rose went on Canva and just designed this nice little press release, because if that's what you're going to give us with all these first-round picks, you can keep it. But actually show prerogative and do something with them this time, especially when your team's actually winning now.
It'll be interesting to see what the New York Knicks do as the season progresses. They won 5 straight. They're in a good playoff spot right now. Still a long way to go. You're listening to WHPC Sports Talk on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC. Braden D'Aniello with Josh Umahi, Eric Williams, Nico Each is here. Nico, how are you?
I am really disappointed the Knicks didn't offer me a 10-day contract so I can hang out with Jalen Brunson's girlfriend. I was really hoping for that yesterday.
1 through 10.
1 through 10? Oh, she's a million.
No.
She's so fine.
I need to see pictures. And Mauricio Mendoza is here also. Let's go over to baseball.
Did you just introduce me already?
Well, because you were the next one to need the people's champ, Mauricio Mendoza. Does that make it better?
Thank you. That makes
Shout
it
out
much better.
Shout out my milk merchants out there.
Yo.
The MLB offseason continues to be insanity, I think is the best word to describe it. Just the other day, Keep Peace leaves the free agent market. Carlos Correa was being pursued by the Mets and Yankees. Neither got him. He went to the San Francisco Giants on a 13... I thought Aaron Judge's contract was big. Correa got 13 years at $350 million to go to San Francisco. He's 28 right now, coming off a season with Minnesota. He batted .291, 22 homers, 64 RBIs, OPS of .833. Giants felt they needed to make a splash offseason. Obviously, felt they missed out big time with the chance to get Aaron Judge. However, with the term given out, Correa will receive $26 million a season. Are there any opt-outs, Josh? I have to ask because I didn't see the contract. I would assume there's an opt-out somewhere, and I would have to imagine.
Off the top of my head, I think there's a potential out after 5 years, but let me double check.
I wouldn't want to opt out if I was Correa, quite frankly. If he doesn't opt out, he's going to be making $26 million a season until he's 41. So, Josh, I'm going to go back to you. This being said, how would you grade this signing for the Giants? Do you think Correa is worth the term and money?
Is anybody worth a 13-year contract?
I would say he's worth the money,
David
but not
Ortiz.
the term.
Yeah.
Really?
Big Poppy.
That's
All right, if he was a Big Poppy, would he be worth the contract?
It'll be Little Poppy, and yes, he would be.
Little Poppy. I don't know. I think 13 years is a little much, but listen, I think the Giants did what they had to do to get him, and we've seen this model recently with the Xander Bogaerts contract. And who was the other player that signed for more than 10 years this offseason?
Turner. Was it
Trey Turner? Yeah.
It was Trey Turner.
So all those three guys being shortstops, all getting 11+ year deals. I know we have some callers that complain about the length of baseball contracts. Like I have to agree with this one. He's worth the money for sure, but the length of the years, I don't even know why if you're Carlos Correa you would want to sign a 13-year contract.
Because you're going to be making $26 million a season in the latter years of your career when you know you're not going to be worth it, probably.
No, I don't want to sign up to be somewhere for 13 years.
Well,
you wouldn't do that for $350 million?
Well,
now that you
running my
mention
hypothetical.
We do have a caller on WHPC Sports Talk. Caller, you're on the air. Where you calling from? What do you want to talk about?
Hey guys, it's Frankie from Flushing.
Hey, Frankie, how you doing?
Frankie.
That 13 years is absurd, but I have a question. Is there a no trade clause in that?
Josh, is there a no trade clause? Because we're trying to get the whole all the details of the contract now, Frank.
Yeah, I'll pull it up now.
It's exorbitant.
I'll pull it up now.
I would have to imagine it's somewhere in there.
No opt-out, but a whole no trade clause.
Okay, so you know what? I mean, if the Giants don't win it in 4 or 5 years, I think it's a horrendous amount of time, but they could trade him in 4 or 5 years, and $26 million a year in 4 or 5 years is going to sound like $1.80. So short term, I think it's a great thing if they want to go for it. In 4 or 5 years, have a couple of more signings, go for it. And if they can't win, if you trade Correa in 4 or 5 years at $26 million per year, that's a steal.
It could be, Frank. The only thing we talked about just now, I don't know if I want to pay that going into his latter years when I know he's not going to be worth it. Now, there are franchises, I'm sure, that are willing to swallow the money. Maybe they trade him with prospects, which I doubt because Correa is a great player. But they've obviously established they're a win-out team. Missed out on Judge. I know your Yankees got him back. Good for you guys. But this is obviously a move that...
I really did.
Yeah. And the Giants obviously felt they need to make a splash. They did it. So now it's going to be about what they put around him.
A splash is one thing, but 13 years I thought was ridiculous. But like I said, if the annual rate, $26 million a year, is kind of, it's not even that much now. I mean, in 4 or 5 years, it's not going to be that much. And like I said, he'll still be relatively young. So if you're winning with him, it's a great acquisition. If you're not winning with him, you can unload him, and anybody would take him for $26 million. So it's got, they played both sides of the fence on this one, I think.
Yeah, that's what they had to do, and it's like you said, Frankie. They're going for short-term success, which is what you see with a lot of the contracts. You hope you pay them maybe for the latter years of their career. in the hopes they could give you a championship in the first 5. One question before you go, because I have this on the next question. I want to just get your opinion on it. So Yankees bring back Judge. If you're Steinbrenner, who else do you want to bring in to build around this guy?
I would try to keep Benintendi. I don't know if he's amenable to staying, but he's a guy I like. And, I'm glad they got Judge. And we discussed this a couple weeks ago. I'm happy he's back. I didn't think he was coming back. But, I wouldn't have been so disappointed to see him go. I really don't think he's going to have – I think he's on that type of year anymore. So to answer your question, they need an outfielder. They need outfielders. They got a surplus of infielders. An outfielder like Benintendi's caliber, if they could, I don't know who they would get to. They need a really solid catcher. A couple of them slipped through the cracks. I feel so far, the good ones anyway. And they really need to get a solid starter. I don't know why they let Tyone go. Nobody seems to be talking about Tyone. The guy won 14 games.
It'll be interesting. I know they're in the talks with Carlos Rodon. We'll see how it goes. And thank you, Frankie. We appreciate the call like always.
Guys. Take it easy.
You too. Gotta love Frankie from Flushing like always. Always him and Charlie from Floral Park in their own tier, like the GOAT tier, I would say probably. Speaking of Antonio Gonzalez, how are you? You're finally here.
I'm just okay. Braden.
I can envision why.
On the way over here, I got pulled over by public safety.
Oh, that's why.
Nice.
I'm wearing a Dak Prescott shirt.
Did he pull you over for wearing the shirt?
Oh, snap. Wait.
Shut up.
Oh, damn.
Life's tough, you know what I mean?
How much is that shirt,
I
Antonio?
feel you, Antonio. I feel you, man.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
You can hear you.
Yo, that jersey. I mean, the shirt jersey looks clean.
No, it doesn't.
How much was it?
It was like $34.99.
That was not worth it.
No, it wasn't. Off the NFL shop? Why Dak that expensive, bro?
It was definitely worth it.
It's not even a damn mattress. It's not even a sleepwear mattress. Why am I paying this much for like a shirt, yo? It's messed up.
You know what? I'm gonna have to invest into that.
No, you won't. You can have it. I won't wear this ever again.
What about that Herschel Walker shirt?
No.
No.
Let's not touch that with a 10-foot pole.
I'm glad you took the L, yo. I'm glad. But yeah, I'm just okay, Brandon. Thanks for asking. I just want to say, bing bong. I missed the Knicks segment, but shout out to the Knicks, yo. I'm really proud of them. Way to be, yo.
Yeah. So, despite all this news about the Giants and Correa, so the Mets have actually been, well, I shouldn't say quiet, because I got so used to them signing people. Now they don't sign someone every day. It feels weird. Mets have been actually, they've piped down the last couple of days, as we should expect. Yankees didn't do much besides Judge. And I think it's safe to say both New York teams not done with this year's offseason just yet. Yankees have been in talks with starting pitching, in particular Carlos Rodon, I think, who they seem to have the best shot to land. Mets might be still searching for another bat or two. I know JD Martinez has been in talks. Nico, who should both New York teams attempt to target and why?
Well, you kind of just really saying names that are already in my head. When it comes to Yankees, I'm thinking Carlos Rodon or Andrew Benintendi, like Frank said. When it comes to the Mets, I'm going to say a name, and I want to see your reaction. I want Dansby Swanson on this team.
Okay, well, all right.
I'm with it.
I want Dansby Swanson on
Would it
this
be
team.
just to smite the Braves? Well, you could actually. I don't know where we would put him at third.
Well,
I would assume.
Yeah, why not?
I would
We're going to put
assume.
Correa at third.
That's true. That's what I was like. I was like, all right, this kind of makes sense. Like, just get another shortstop. But how much would you give him? That's the thing.
Whatever he wants. I give him a blank check.
Listen,
I want to see the despise of the Atlanta Braves. I want them to fall down.
Well, it's going to be pretty
Stairs.
tough, but I mean, I would like to see this. Help, I've fallen and I can't get up.
Yeah, no. Justin Turner would be fun, though.
It would.
That would be a fun signing. I also would like to see Benintendi go to the Mets. I don't want Michael Conforto back.
yo, I can't believe that's actually a thing.
Yeah, it's because
He's not going to start.
They could have done it a year ago.
I wouldn't. Well, thank God we didn't, because we were going to give him all the money, like $100 million for 5 years. Thank God that didn't happen. To be honest, I wouldn't be completely against him on a bench role for like 1 year, but there are plenty of better options out there. I know Jerkson Profar has been in talks, so there's still a lot of options out there. Now, here's the thing. Are you fine with the bullpen, just out of curiosity? I know, because we added David Robinson, so I'd like Ottavino back personally also.
Yeah, that would be it. Just get Ottavino, and I think we're good for the season.
Anything else would just be filler. I think Ottavino is definitely a must, and you're asking him to be basically. You're not expecting last year out of Ottavino again, I don't think, but you're gonna push him back to being the seventh starter. Not the seventh starter, the third starter. Not the third starter. What am I saying? The seventh inning guy. The seventh inning guy, opposed to being the eighth inning guy.
Because he normally, before this, he wasn't a setup man, if I remember right. Now, if you take him out of a more important role, obviously, I think he could just do better. Maybe he thrives more under pressure. Who knows? It'll be interesting to see.
Robertson's a big pickup, and the kid they
He's
traded
your eighth-inning
for.
Rayleigh, Brooks Rayleigh.
Great pickup.
Needed a lefty. Beats Joely Rodriguez. That's for damn sure.
Hey, don't you dare disrespect Joely.
Yeah, bro, he's
stick up for Joely Rodriguez.
He sucked.
Hey, man.
He kind of sucked.
He did. He had his bright spots.
Well, yeah, but that can be said about the whole Mets bullpen.
I liked his walk-in music. That's the best I can.
What was his walk-in music?
I don't remember, but I was dancing.
Sing it for us.
Y'all
you don't even remember?
It
wasn't that good.
It was a little like
it's like a PH intro.
Dominican tune. I was bobbing to it. Yeah.
All right, I'll take that.
Yeah.
You know bachata? You be dancing sometimes.
Y'all don't want to see it, but you know.
I would love to Josh? See that. No, I want to see Josh dance.
Y'all really don't.
Pedestal right now.
Dance.
Probably love
dance. I'll get the dollar bills.
Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, you're good.
All right.
Yes.
No, those headphones.
We got you, Mr. Prescott. You good? You
They're
good?
bad headphones.
Appreciate that. What'd you call me?
Mr. Prescott.
Mr. Prescott. Oh my God.
Josh, who should before we move on to football, who should the Yankees target other than Rodon? I think is the obvious choice.
Rodon, and it doesn't really matter what I think they should do. Is Brian Cashman actually going to do it? No, for real, because this guy, I don't know if he has the dedication to winning that you really need. I think he's more committed to winning his way and doing it by analytics and all that. Like that's not what Yankee fans are used to. And it's funny
that the analytics have been working. Who has this team grown other than Judge over the last? Yeah,
IKF.
Well, no, they traded for him too.
No, IKF. Even if he was a Yankee prospect.
Yeah.
I mean, they tried to develop him by moving him out of position, and we see all that worked out.
Yeah, well, that didn't work out too great.
No.
I don't know if they might trade someone, honestly. So I'm shocked Torres is still here, I'll be honest.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bunch of square pegs trying to be fit into round holes with the New York Yankees. I don't know, like...
It's too big.
It's too big.
It mathematically won't fit.
It's just been proven.
It's been scientifically proven.
There's corners on the square peg. That doesn't. Circles are round.
Not ideal.
Dak Prescott's a square. I'll tell you what. That man's a square.
Oh, come on. You're wearing his jersey.
The warm-up pregame doesn't do it for you, Antonio?
Nah, it doesn't. No,
the hips and the...
That's more of a square.
You know how many corners there are in a square?
How many?
4.
Do the Dak
but come on.
right here.
He wears 4 because of his mother. Come on.
Oh my god.
Was she a square
do
too?
The Dak. Do the Dak.
I like that reasoning better. I like that reasoning better.
You guys give me doing the Dak after
She passed away, Nico. Oh my god.
When 4 years
Everyone
ago?
does.
4. That's me.
Jesus Christ.
Yo, you guys.
Dark, bro.
Am I wrong? Name one person that's lived forever.
Skips from regular show.
The Queen.
That's not real.
It was good enough.
Not a real person confirmed.
That's not a
Don't
real
matter.
person, man.
Maybe he was.
It'd be like the Cowboys. Like,
Oh, look who's on
chance to get a
TV.
Super Bowl.
Look who's on TV.
Let's look forever.
That man's gonna lose to Trevor Lawrence this weekend.
Zachary.
Oh my
Yes,
god.
sir.
I really don't want to talk about that. That is it's a trap game. We'll
That's
talk
a
about it
trap.
tomorrow. We'll talk about it tomorrow.
You're listening to WHPC Sports Talk on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC. Braden D'Aniello with Josh Umahi, Eric Williams, Antonio Gonzalez, Nico Each, Mauricio Mendoza. Let's go to the NFL. Why not? So Thursday Night Football, it's actually going to be a good Thursday. Well, I can't really say that. Primetime games have been better lately. I think it's fair to say. Thursday Night Football back on tonight. NFC West matchup from Lumen. How do you say?
You could do it. You could do it.
Lumen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like Kuman.
What'd you call me? What is this?
What do you mean, Mo? You want to emphasize what you just said, sir?
Kuman?
It's crazy.
Where's his name? Where is
It's
it?
crazy
Where's
because
his
I was
name
going to
you
say
can't pronounce?
Lumen. I was going to say Lumen.
Lumen?
I don't even know what it is.
Where's his name?
Nah, I'm not going that far.
Where is it?
From Lumen Field, as the Seahawks will
Lumen
host.
Field. All right.
The Seahawks will host the 49ers. This could be a potential NFC playoff matchup.
This is a big matchup for playoffs.
It is.
He's talking about potential.
Seahawks-
Purdy, baby.
Seahawks stand just one win out of a playoff spot. 49ers have emerged as, I think, the standout team kind of in the NFC West, and I think a win would put them pretty much out of the question to win that division. They're led by George Kittle, Christian McCaffrey, and of all people, Brock Purdy.
Hey,
Listen, he's Mr. Relevant now.
he's Tom Brady
Mr.
2.0, okay?
He beat the hell out of
No one
Brady.
has ever beat Tom Brady as their rookie start. Ever.
Yep.
That's true. That's true.
This man has.
So, the great quarterback match of Brock Purdy versus Geno Smith tonight, as he'll attempt to continue
Yo,
his.
put some respect
Yeah,
on
well,
Geno's
yeah, wait.
name. What is
What's
going
with
on
this
with you?
slander?
Great. They're both doing great.
It's that anti-Jets bias you got going on.
Listen.
No, I feel bad for anyone that's had to be a QB of the Jets, maybe except Zach Wilson, over the last 10, 20 years.
Zach isn't even a QB, yo. I swear. I don't even know what he plays, but it's not football.
It ain't football.
He plays a different type of field.
He plays moms.
It's a different type of field.
Oh, he's going to be all over Kate Upton, by the way. Hopefully JV hasn't been to New York
No,
yet.
she's ours. She's for the people.
Zach Wilson don't
okay?
care, bro.
No.
Is Zach Wilson on people?
No.
Zach Wilson
he
does
doesn't
not-
count.
He doesn't care.
He does not count.
He didn't care
Where are
about
the
his
Jets
dro-
located?
He didn't care.
New Jersey. Where are the Mets?
You think-
New York.
you
Kate Upton is New York territory.
You think that a state-
Thank you.
You think boundaries are going to stop Zach Wilson? Bro?
I would hope so.
He's got all this time on his hands. He ain't playing
Listen,
football.
I think all men should respect women's boundaries, and
Well, Zach don't.
Oh my goodness.
you know what they say about the BYU boys. They
believe in Christ?
do they?
Obviously, they don't.
Do they?
They don't.
Rose committed adultery.
Thou shalt love thy neighbor, apparently.
What is
Yeah, you think the 49ers are Super Bowl favorites right now?
No.
No?
Who would be?
The
out of the NFC?
Eagles.
Well, yeah,
Eagles.
that's-
Another one. The Eagles, the Cowboys. I'm tired of it. I'm so sick and tired of it, Nico.
You have to believe the truth, though. I'll say it. The Eagles are Super Bowl favorites right now. Yes. I hate.
I mean, to be fair, 2 or 3 weeks ago, we thought it was the Vikings. So
we did.
Vikings
No,
get
this
pushed out in the
I
first
feel like we come
Oh,
in here
no.
every week and our opinions are different. Rightfully, we
Isn't
should
that
be.
scary?
The season's
well,
weird.
that's sports.
No, I just think we're terrible
What do
analysts. is what I
so what do you think about the Vikings, Nico?
The Vikings, they suck.
What? That's it? Just flat out. Nothing
Yeah,
else.
they're not going to do anything.
They're just fake
It's
garbage.
Kirk Cousins. He hasn't
the
been
reason
good
why?
since Washington.
You think if the Vikings have Case Keenum back, they do better?
Hey, man.
More miracles happen.
What about
There's a
Teddy
better quarterback from
Bridgewater?
Minnesota than
See,
Kirk
y'all
Cousins.
just walk in here and try to piss me off. Why are you saying Case Keenum's name in front
What
of me?
about-
Oh, snap. That's crazy. Dig sideline touchdown. That's wild.
What about Sam Bradford?
No.
No, get that
Come
man
out of
out of here. Geno Smith
retirement.
is better than Sam Bradford. I'll tell you
Sam
what.
Bradford with the wide sleeves. I don't want to see
White
that.
sleeves.
Right.
What was that? What fashion statement was he trying to like?
don't know.
I have no
What do you
idea.
mean?
Trying to
He
take
just
us back
gets
to
it.
the 90s.
Clearly, I don't know.
He was the
I don't know what
90s.
that
Rumor
was.
has it.
Oh man.
Samuel Bradford.
Sam Bradford. Let's go around the room. Who do we think's winning tonight? I have 49ers final score 28 to 24. I mean, actually,
Do you think Geno's going to be carving up that San Fran defense?
Well,
you just said it's Geno Smith. Put respect on his name, so I did.
what was
Yeah,
that final
but-
score?
35-7.
35 to
Not what he
7?
said. Not.
Oh, I thought I was talking about the other San
game. It was
Francisco
35. So I
game.
said
Oh,
28-24.
Okay.
Josh, what
Are
do
you
you
doing parlay right now, Eric?
I took the game in under. Under 43 points.
Yes,
smart. That's smart.
I wouldn't take that.
You want to take that?
Why not?
Nah.
Why not? Who's gonna score?
Both
that much?
defenses are tough.
It's Brock
Tariq
Purdy.
Woolen? Come on now.
It's
Tariq
Brock
have to realize
Purdy.
we're talking about Geno Smith and Brock Purdy here.
That's
This is
why.
no
That's
joke.
exactly why I took.
Why
under.
do you keep?
Is Ken Walker even back? even
What's
back?
with the Geno slander? Listen, this man's thrown
I don't even know
3,400
what's-
yards, 25 touchdowns, 8 picks, 25 to 8.
I know.
Is Ken playing
I
tonight?
was complimenting
He
him.
was
I
in the
wasn't
MVP
insulting
conversation for a while.
He might still be.
Geno.
No, he's not. He's not the MVP.
At the
Imagine
peak
Geno
of the
wins
Seahawks
MVP.
season?
Ay. That's all I gotta say about that.
I don't know about
Geno Smith,
MVP, but he was definitely.
He was in that, convo.
And he hasn't even fallen off that far. I mean, he had one bad game. I mean, his bad games now are 260, 3 touchdowns, 2 picks. Those are his bad games now. So
I guess you're right.
You know what's funny? I heard people on NFL Network trying to debate whether he was the guy at quarterback next year.
Well, yeah, of course. What are you talking
I mean,
about?
unless
Who
they
else?
draft some stud.
in
but-
the third round, like when?
I mean, Antonio, they're going to have the number 2 overall pick because
Yeah.
of
oh,
the Denver Broncos.
Russell Wilson. Who would've
Damn, so
thought?
CJ Stroud or
that's
Bryce Young?
crazy.
Which one? Which one we thinking?
Young's going to go number 1. Boy, who has the number 1 pick?
Houston.
Yeah, by a
Oh, yeah,
land.
that's
That's
very-
rough.
They
right
have
now.
to have
They could draft
Damn,
anyone.
Bryce Young's going to
honestly,
be
and it would
ass for
work.
like the next
I
5
hate
years.
that for Bryce. I
Houston,
really do.
Houston honestly could just draft anyone and be like, all right, it's a good pick. They need
That's a good pick.
need everything. What don't you need on the Texans right now?
Do you think they trust that
Wide
coach?
receivers.
Yeah, well,
Honestly, yeah, if they can just get a quarterback, that offense would be fun.
So you think Levy Smith, is that his name? Smith?
Yeah, Levy Smith.
You think he stays?
He is
I
terrible.
hope so.
What?
I hope so.
Nah.
He doesn't have a team.
I don't know.
Nah.
Well, I got some.
You're
news
not
to
sending
break. I
Jeff
got some news
Driscoll
to
out
break
there.
for you. I got some news to break for y'all. Brock Purdy is listed as questionable for tonight's
Is
game.
he questionable?
so who's next?
I don't think Debo's playing
in
either.
line.
Debo's definitely
Debo's not playing.
Debo's not
Nah,
playing.
Debo.
He's out the next 3
He
weeks.
got
Y'all see,
CMC.
hey, you with that helmet on? Like, that man isn't very, like, attractive, no offense, peace and love. Like, I just
Who?
noticed that last night. Hey, you with that helmet, he's, like, kind of, like, ugly, like, no offense, you know?
You want to kiss him? You want to kiss him?
I wouldn't, honestly. But anyway,
Why would
what's
you?
going on
Brock
with
Purdy, man, he's questionable.
Who would start besides Brock Purdy? They got
Christian McCaffrey.
QB? I like to see it.
Josh Amati.
Actually, that could probably work out
That
really
probably
well.
gonna do really well now.
Well, Josh, who's the backup for the 49ers?
Josh Johnson, baby.
That's right.
Josh
Oh yeah, that's right.
Jets
What a name.
legend.
Can't
What a
kill him. He
name.
lives forever. Josh Johnson.
Yeah, they got rid of their best backup QBs, yo. CJ Bedford.
I mean, at this
Nick
rate, Josh
Mullins.
Johnson would be MVP caliber.
Where's
Hall of
Nick
Fame
Mullins when you need him,
quarterback,
man?
so-
He'd be great right now.
Eric, who's winning tonight? By what score?
If Brock Purdy doesn't play, obviously Seattle.
Honestly,
You don't believe in Josh
I don't
Johnson?
even doubt that. I don't even believe that. Who is Brock Purdy? Why does Brock Purdy matter in this situation?
Because he's Tom Brady 2.0.
Oh my
You know
God.
what? You have a point. You have a point.
Why does Brock
You have
Purdy
a
matter?
point.
You could put anybody in that 49ers offense besides Zach Wilson, and you're doing great.
It's-
Well, no, well, to be fair, no quarterback has like this good in this San Fran offense since probably
You tell me Brock
Jimmy G in the Super
Wait, so
Bowl.
Brock Purdy's better than Jimmy G?
I think so. In that offense?
I think Jimmy G's just bad decision making. I don't think it's Brock Purdy. I think Brock Purdy's being fed what to do. That throw was magnificent, though. I'll
Listen,
give him
he
the
makes
throws are there.
he makes touchdown passes.
Ah, you're right. No, what can I say?
Jimmy G didn't do that for like 3 weeks.
But he won games.
Oh, don't start with me, because I'm gonna have to hear this for an hour tomorrow.
You gotta respect Corey David.
No.
a little more. No. He preceded you,
Nah,
man.
Corey
What are you
David a
talking about?
bitch.
Corey, I do not approve this message. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. All right.
I approve this message.
Is it a young man's game?
Oh,
Question.
Yes.
So I got the 49ers winning, regardless of who plays the quarterback, regardless if they put the kicker in there. I got the 49ers winning by like a good amount too.
No.
I have 2 scores. I'm gonna say the final score is 28-14 49ers.
That does not help me.
My
Yeah,
bad.
Eric is. I've peeped this. Eric is rooting for the 49ers downfall, just so they don't catch the Cowboys in the standings.
No, they will. They
No,
will.
they
It's gonna be
won't.
rough.
They won't.
This guy can't save you anymore. This guy on my shirt, he's just a myth. You know.
Dak Prescott's a myth.
Dak Prescott had the decision making of a pee-wee quarterback. Like,
He did, yo. He almost lost to the Texans. Can you believe that? The Texans? I get the first pick overall, man. It's embarrassing, man.
I don't know. I don't know what that game was. I just remember. I see. First off, they're letting Amari Rodgers score a touchdown.
Yo, who?
Mario Rodgers fumbled the ball against us when we played Green Bay. Why is he out here scoring touchdowns like that?
I don't
He
know
angry.
what the hell that
He's
was.
angry.
I don't know what the hell that was.
Aaron Rodgers curse. I don't know what to tell you.
Aaron, what is the Aaron Rodgers curse anymore?
You know,
The Cowboys can't beat him. That's just what
Yeah.
it is.
Well,
it's true.
That's the funniest thing. Like
He owns Jerry Jones.
Aaron Rodgers is having the worst year maybe
The worst.
of his career.
still beat
So
the Cowboys.
bad.
He could still beat the Bears.
Exactly. He'll still find a way to own the team he's on.
Could be like
It's
90
hilarious.
years old. He'll probably still be around by then, just to smite Nico.
Jordan Love will be the backup.
Yo, I swear to
for-
God, if this man is starting for us next year,
Probably.
I'm jumping ship.
He will.
I will be a
I think
Jaguars fan
he will, unless he
full
retires.
time next season.
Unless he retires, he will be starting for the Packers.
Nah,
Jordan
he's-
Love
I
won't
think
be on
so.
the Packers then.
But he's got it.
if Jordan Love isn't on the Packers next year, Eric,
No.
I won't be breathing air on this planet.
Jordan
next
Love
year,
will
okay?
not be playing for the Packers when?
He'll
Ever.
be a Saint.
Never.
Baby. He'll be a
Shut up!
When
Shut up, Joshua!
When Aaron
I can't wait.
Nico, I just want to let you know when Rodgers is starting next year, I'm gonna be like that one
Yo,
thing.
honestly,
let him
I
cook.
really hope he like
Let him
tears
cook.
his ACL or something.
No, you don't mean that. You don't
Let him
mean
cook.
that.
Let him cook.
Let him cook.
Hold up.
Yo, let him cook, and this is what happened.
He'll let him burn everything. He burned the team down.
When can you burn his ACL? Something.
He got off the ayahuasca. Forgot how to cook. He let it burn.
Is it worse than letting Russ cook?
Well,
No,
Russ
Russ be cooking with NyQuil. Like
Wait,
that's
sounds like
cooking.
The pink sauce.
Yeah.
Russ
Is he gonna play this weekend?
Showing up to the kitchen. I don't know.
No, he's out. I think.
Concussion protocol or
Rats.
something.
Brett
Nico,
Ripien is a better quarterback for that team as well.
Watch. I was
you
just
can
about
make
to say.
anyone's a better QB for that team right now.
Trevor Simeon? Put him
Might
back in
be.
there.
Watch the Broncos offense take off the last 4 weeks.
Oh, they will. They will.
Oh, you know they will.
Yeah.
Just
I'm going to be so
arc.
mad.
Just to complete the story arc. Like, watch.
Nico, who's winning tonight?
49ers. If Brock Purdy plays, 42-14.
Oh my God! Come on, dude.
If Brock Purdy doesn't play, 35-14.
Okay.
Why is it still that high?
Wait, whoa. What's your final score?
42-14. If Purdy plays.
I don't know why he thinks
Doing
that.
this on purpose.
That's an insane score.
You're doing this on purpose.
My fault. 70-2.
Oh my God! He said a safety.
Oh, the
Can we
overs
get
don't
it
hit.
under 43? Can we get it under 43?
Wait, you need it under 43? All right, so 43
There we go.
to 0.
Somehow it'll be that score. Sure.
See, I'm looking more of like 21-17.
Yeah? It'll be 21-18.
Hopefully George Kittle finally wakes up this game.
Oh my God. Mauricio, who's winning tonight?
I have no comments to this.
That's it.
Mauricio.
That's a fair stance, to be honest.
That's an insane take.
He's saving it all for World Cup.
Mauricio.
Lastly, before we go to the...
Wait, you didn't get my pick.
Oh yeah.
I thought we did. No, I asked you first,
Josh,
but then I was...
How can we do that to you?
Joshua.
Come on, man.
Josh, my apologies.
Release on us.
Golly, that is some nasty phrasing.
Man, you guys are so dirty.
Yo.
Shut up. Don't try and pin this on us. Did you just say?
You asked to repeat it.
No. Oh, no. Oh, no. Quickly talk before you start going.
Seahawks by 4. Yeah.
Seahawks by 4.
Yes.
What?
4.
That's not a fun score.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Damn, so 7-3?
What's the score?
7-3. 7-3.
No.
That's so lame. I can see it though. These games suck.
20-16. Why not?
20-16.
I'll
What
take
year
it.
is this? All right.
take it.
2016.
Oh, God.
It's 2016.
2016.
I wish it was.
Missed 2016.
It's a great summer.
Lastly, before we go
was
to the
17
NHL, I want to touch on the Giants because we actually have a Giants fan in the room. Well, allegedly we have one.
Listen, I'm still rocking this, but I'm big on the blue, man.
Giants have gone winless their last 4 weeks as a result
Yup,
of slowly the
big
worst
blue
in the
fan.
NFC
Love
East.
that.
However, record 7-5-1 still good enough for the Giants to be clinging to a playoff spot with Seattle and the Lions red hot behind them.
And we got the prime game. I love it.
Yeah. So they'll be playing the Commanders, Vikings, Colts, and we'll finish up the season with the Eagles over the next couple weeks. Antonio and Josh, I wanted him here because I wanted to ask him this because we asked about it on the Tuesday show, but we didn't have a Giants fan in the room.
Yeah.
So Antonio, first off, how do you like their odds of getting into the playoffs? But hold on. If they don't make it in, is the season a failure in your opinion?
What? I don't even. I'm sorry, but if they make the playoffs, I don't know how it's still not a failure. I just, unless they win the Super Bowl, it's a failure. How is it not? I don't understand what we do at this point.
Because me, Eric, and
Well, he's spitting facts, so.
well,
This makes no sense.
I mean, you either win or you don't. If you don't win, that's an L.
That's a huge L. I don't know. Honestly, at this point, I don't like our chances whatsoever. All right, I feel like we're gonna lose to the freaking Colts, guys. The Colts are gonna beat us. I can see it happening. I see it happening. I see we losing a Saturday on a Sunday. It's gonna happen.
The thing that I'm trying to phrase here is like for a team that wasn't projected to go anywhere, they make the playoffs. Is that not like a successful?
I would be happy about this if we believed in our own quarterback, which we don't. So why does any of this matter?
The two of us. I have no idea what's happening.
The only
either.
thing that matters about this is that Saquon's a player. Awesome. Saquon's a dog. Cool. What if he gets injured? Oh, not a dog anymore. Oh, that was nothing. None of it makes any sense. I've been looking at all the ways this makes sense. Writing them down. Everything. Million possibilities, dimensions, everything. In no dimension does this season make sense for the Giants. In none. Zero.
Not
all
even
right?
one?
Not even one. Even one with a...
So, like, how many dimensions are there?
It's about like 4 to 7. Anyway, so it makes no sense, all right? Because unless we believe in Daniel Jones, we can't be happy about the season. Because I already know for a fact Dable is tired of this quarterback, clearly.
Well, to be fair, no matter what Daniel Jones does, your fan base will probably hate him in all fairness.
Right?
Yeah.
I
mean,
think the same. Whether or not the coaching hates him, even the fan base will still hate Danny Dimes. Why? I don't know. He should have tripped that one time. I don't know what it is. But we'll never look at him the same. And I think what really had us ruined was that Washington game where we tied. You know what I mean? Like, it just sums up the whole season, in my opinion.
So,
Well, I'll tell you this.
No,
All you have to do is win 2 more games. That's all you have to do.
No, we have to win 2 more games and then have like a bunch of teams lose and this at the other. It's like.
Well,
it's not
who do you
just-
like their odds against out of all these? Well, I would assume the Colts would be one.
God. Well,
Who's the other one?
That's it.
Last week against the Eagles, maybe.
Yeah.
That's it.
Barring they're not, well, if they're benching their stars,
They
you have a
should
good
be.
shot.
I don't know.
But,
I mean,
well,
if you
the
think about
seed
it-
might not be determined by
If you
that.
think about it, Chase Young is back, and the Commander defense has been cooking without him. So I don't know what it's gonna be like with him back. Then we got the Vikings, who we said are fake, not fake. What are we on now?
No, I mean they'll still beat you guys. But
Oh, thanks, Nico. I'm glad you just ranted on how bad they are, and they're still gonna beat us. I
mean-
appreciate that, bud.
Well, I'm talking in the aspect of playoffs. They're bad.
You're talking ass. What you're talking about? Anyway, so I gotta say that I really only see us beating the Colts, and even then, I just said they might not because at this point, like, I don't know what happened to our team. We were so high on like everything, our defense, our offense. Well, not really much of the offense because we're just like bend don't break every single time. But in my opinion, I don't like our chances to the playoffs. And if we don't win the Super Bowl, there's no point in this season because we just don't trust Daniel Jones whatsoever.
So what would you do in the offseason then at QB? If you're a
I mean,
Giant?
like Eric's been talking about this idea about like getting that guy who got injured. I don't know why I was forgetting his name, but the
Hendon Hooker.
Hendon Hooker, you know what I mean? I mean, Malik Hooker's pretty good. Maybe they're related. I don't know. Anyway, it's Hendon Hooker guy though. He should be a good idea because say we're probably gonna keep Daniel Jones for at least a year or whatever, right? Regardless, I really doubt we don't
Would
sign him
assume
back
so.
after the record we have. He could literally be that type of bridge quarterback for Hendon Hooker. Whether or not we actually draft him, because we're pretty bad at drafting quarterbacks.
So my team would also know what that's like.
So I have no idea who will draft a quarterback. At this point, I can see us reaching in the first round for no reason for a quarterback, just randomly. You know what I mean? I could see us really doing like pulling a Washington redacted, R.I.P. Dwayne Haskins and getting a Dwayne Haskins guy. You know what I mean? This big name in the first round for no reason.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. And then it won't work out, just like the Daniel Jones thing.
Before we get to hockey, we do have a caller on WHPC Sports Talk. Caller, you're on the air. Who are you? What do you want to talk about?
Hi, guys. Charlie from Flow
Hey,
Park.
Charlie.
I couldn't have Frankie call without some sort of phone call.
Don't ever let that man one up
I've been
you.
listening the last week, and nobody has mentioned how great the Nets are playing. Have you? Maybe I missed it.
Charlie, I mean, you want to take this one?
No.
Charlie, I mean,
Wait,
the
what'd
Nets
he
are
say?
great, but I just don't like them in general.
I mean, the
second
Knicks,
that,
as
Mauricio.
you guys have said, are aspiring to mediocrity at best. The Nets could be playing for a championship if they play at this level.
Maybe.
Oh, man, no.
I remember I
Kevin
talked to
Durant is the best player on the planet right now.
I don't know about that.
I did mention it last
Who
week.
would be better than?
I did think they
in
were
your
sleeping on the Nets. I'm right there with you, Charlie. I was saying that.
I mean, Kyrie
Giannis.
is playing great, keeping his mouth shut, and he's playing great.
Thank God for that.
Yeah,
They
but
beat. I think they beat Indiana. They rested their top 8 players.
I mean, yeah, Charlie. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. He's keeping his mouth shut. He's playing the game. But how long do you really think that's gonna last?
I don't care. You just want to see how this season plays out. That's all. That's all. It's a one-shot deal.
I mean, it's only been 2 months, so
You know what?
one shot.
I'll say this on the Brooklyn Nets. Listen, they had championship aspirations. They're always going to have chip aspirations when it comes to Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. But the big wild card, who I don't trust yet, I know he's back on the court and he's doing his job as a overpriced role player. But I don't mean to throw shots. But Ben Simmons, he's the wild card.
let's not get started with Ben Simmons, man. He's useless.
No, he's not useless. But
He's a great assist player. I'll give him that.
He's playing much better the last 5 or 6 times on the court if he plays. I mean, if he's not hurt all the time.
I don't know. I mean,
I just think they weren't even mentioned. You guys don't read the newspaper, right? That's like ancient.
sometimes I do.
No, I think my grandfather told me about that one time.
Charlie, I'm an
Probably
old
older
man. I
than
still
your
get it.
grandfather, but I mean, they didn't even put him in the paper today. Everyone's obsessed with the Knicks. Let me tell you, the last time the Knicks won, I was in high school. Okay.
Yeah, that was a long time
That's
ago.
how long. 1973. I'm in high school. Dave DeBuscher came out of one of the local Flower Park restaurants on crutches,
Great
and all the
player,
kids
David
were there.
DeBuscher.
Anyway, I just think I think they have a potential to make some noise, and the Knicks don't.
Well,
Whoa.
it's very early to tell.
Well, I
the
mean-
Eastern Conference is weird. It's like
Why do the Nets do, but the Knicks don't?
The Knicks don't have the talent to compete for a championship.
Oh.
I agree with.
No, he's right. He's right. He's right.
probably.
They don't remotely.
Mauricio,
have
you
the-
disagree?
How you? Yeah, no, wait. How are you as a Knicks fan gonna disagree with that?
Oh Lord, here we go.
Let me hear it.
The
Let me hear
RJ
this
take was bad. Hit me on it. Lay it on.
He's gonna
you.
hit you with the. He's gonna hit you with the. I have no comment on that.
How about a championship? Anyway, always a pleasure, and I
Thank you,
just had
Charlie.
to. I couldn't let let Frankie call and I don't call. That's all.
Thank you, Charlie. We appreciate it.
I like this rivalry.
Take it easy.
I live for it.
We had both goats calling the same day. That's great.
That's huge.
And he also roasted the Knicks.
Well,
Unfortunate. Well, he gets a pet. It's Charlie. He can say what he
I
wants.
cannot believe Charlie is a Nets fan.
Well, he's a Mets fan also, so he gets.
But he's a Nets fan.
It rhymes, yo.
No.
He's one of 6.
He supports a team that came from New Jersey. New Jersey, Braden.
My football team is from
I
New
can't
Jersey
respect New
also.
Jersey slander, bro. New Jersey is a nice place.
No.
Nah,
They just have fine bitches. That's really it, though, to be honest.
Yo, you know what's crazy? You can really say that on the radio. I was just like, oh, he really said that, but he can say that. They got some fine bitches.
Yo, Carly, I know you're listening. Shout out. We see you, all right? You're not wrong, right?
The women, fine. Everything else is garbage.
Oh God.
It's the armpit of America.
All right.
What's up with the Rangers, huh?
Before he offends a state, we're doing pretty damn good. Let's get to the Rangers. Why not? So,
No.
I hate the Rangers.
Don't talk to me about it. I was just asking. I would like to know. What
no, who said no?
Am I? Really?
All right, hold on. Sports phrase. Tonight at MSG, Original Six Showdown, Rangers versus Maple Leafs. Rangers started sluggish and now won 4 straight against strong opponents. Igor Shesterkin's led the way for the most part. Nico, I don't need to say that. You probably know. Rangers now 15, 10, and 5. Total of 35 points. Good for the second wildcard spot in the Eastern Conference. Leafs coming tonight with a 4-game win streak of their own. Mitch Marner is ready to get a 23-game point streak. Nico, who needs to step up tonight for the Rangers in order to push the win streak to 5 games? What is going on?
Eric was playing with the microphone wire.
Trying to take the wire out. My fault.
Pull out game weak from Eric over here. Anyways, New York Rangers. You know what they have to do, Braden?
What?
They have to not wear those stupid reverse retro
they're going
jerseys.
to, unfortunately.
But you know what? They shouldn't because they always lose with them. It's like
They
the
do look
Mets
nice,
with the black
though.
jerseys. It's just
Oh my God,
No,
that
the Mets
swag is
got to
unreal.
win in the black jerseys at least. The Rangers just...
Anyways, play good defense, score goals, kill Jack Hughes maybe. That might...
Jack Hughes.
You sound so sad as a Rangers fan. It's
Sad as
so
Jack Hughes.
Austin Matthews. Kill Austin Matthews.
Why Austin Matthews? What
Because
did
he
do?
a bitch.
Come on.
His name is Austin.
Again,
It's named after a city.
Yeah.
well, it's not the correct, like,
Shut up.
spelling.
It's not the correct spelling?
No.
How the hell do you spell it?
Stupidly.
It's with an O instead of an I.
What in the... Yo, he's a bitch, yo. Screw that guy, yo.
You see,
Why
he
spell
gets
with
it.
an
He
O?
gets
That's
it.
so weird.
But he had 60 goals. Either.
Okay, so Chris Kreider had 52.
and I'm wearing a
He's
Dak-
ass.
And I'm wearing a Dak jersey. What about it? Like, what else is new?
What's wrong with
No.
you? What?
I'm mad. This team makes me mad.
Yeah,
You know
Now-
why?
now I'm mad.
Because they could have been playing like this all season
All
if they
season,
had a
Braden.
competent
Well, yes, but-
head
but-
coach. Right, Antonio?
But
Come on
Turk is
now.
a jackass. Turk is an idiot.
He's an idiot.
Yes.
I hate him.
Look at him.
What kind of Turk?
He's a big...
Antonio, who is Turk?
The coach.
That's right.
his
He's
real
not
name?
wrong.
Turk.
It's not
Turkel,
wrong.
maybe. I don't need to know why.
It's a stupid nickname. I don't know why
Stupid
he's called
nickname.
I don't
that.
even. I don't know why he's.
What is he,
called-
Turkish?
No, his name's Gerard
I love the
Gallant.
Turkish guys. I'm sorry about that. Never mind. But seriously,
God,
Turk?
help me. I don't know. I don't. Hopefully they could keep it going.
No, I think we need a new coach. That's what I think.
Well,
Get
it's not
get
gonna
Tibbs
happen.
in there.
Maybe
We'll trade
just
you coaches.
don't give a coach.
The kids are just going to save his job every chance they get.
Well, you
in
know
the most
what?
Ironic
I
way
think
possible.
we should start playing hockey without coaches.
Yo.
I feel like it would be a lot more fun.
Send Turk
What if
to
you
Russia,
went
yo.
behind the bench?
If I was behind the bench, Braden, this
Damn,
team would be
Russia.
undefeated.
Yeah, trade him back.
Respectfully.
Back.
I love the hat, Braden. Let's go Rangers, huh? Let's go New York.
Thank you.
But screw Turk, though.
He's not wrong.
Yeah, I don't disagree with
also,
you.
Jacob Trouba, you're a bitch.
Well,
you are not worth $8 million.
And the thing,
Chuba on D's. How about that, huh?
the thing about Trouba is, I like Nico. I have to call you out for this because you keep saying, "Oh, his ego. He's playing on an injury." Is it not Turk's job to step in and say you shouldn't play or scratch him or do something or
I'm
anything?
convinced Jacob and Turk have this little thing going on.
Well, they might.
Behind scenes?
Yeah.
In the locker rooms?
Oh yeah, Turk is definitely the
You gotta
boss.
save
You
water.
releasing on him like you told Josh to?
Wait, what?
What?
Huh?
What?
Pardon me?
Anyway, so wait, we got World Cup next.
World
I think?
Cup.
Yes,
World Cup.
2020
Yes.
World Cup
Let's
is
go,
almost at a
soccer.
close. We're down to our final two teams. Tuesday, Argentina defeated Croatia. Final score was 3-0, followed up by Wednesday's matchup, which was France versus Morocco. They ended
was
their
so
improbable
sad,
run
man.
with a 2-0 win. Saturday, Croatia will face Morocco for third place. Sunday, Argentina will face France to see who will take home the World Cup in 2022. Nico, Mauricio, we got about 2 minutes left. Lay it on me. Predictions for this weekend.
Lay it on you.
on you.
Well, you know Morocco's winning third place.
obviously, we will love to see, because they made history becoming the first African team to make it to the semifinals.
Hey, Africans for real?
Yeah.
Yo, Josh, come on now, Josh.
Wait, hold on, Josh. It's, it's like Egypt, that area.
Yeah, like the North Africa.
No, we shout out to Egypt, yo.
Yeah, bro.
All right. Yeah,
Anyways,
I'm just checking.
I'm
just checking.
Care about the
Put some
actual
respect.
No, shout out Morocco for real.
Let's go with the real finals, all right? France,
and
Argentina, Messi, Mbappe.
Oh, you guys are so cute.
Right?
We practiced on that
For real,
2 days ago.
After we said screw Turk, we were like, yo, let's get this right real quick. But yeah, I just want to say, actually, you go ahead, take it, Mauricio.
Well, obviously, this is important for both teams.
Very important.
For Argentina, this is a team that coming into the World Cup. We're on a 35 winning streak. They lost in one of the biggest upsets in World Cup history. But after that loss, they went on a rampage that I couldn't even believe. And looking at Croatia, most people were surprised that they beat them like they were nothing. France, on the other hand, they've been just steamrolling other teams. Important for Argentina because it's important for Messi. He needs the World Cup. Once he has that World Cup, it's over.
He could die happy.
He could die happy at this point. Mbappe, young, wins the World Cup.
He don't need it.
I mean,
he don't need it.
He don't need it. Yeah, that's true.
He doesn't need it.
He won it 4 years ago. He doesn't need another one.
He doesn't really
At least get Messi get one.
You gotta give him one. Come on now.
I don't know.
It's a good teammate.
But France, the first real competition they faced all World Cup was Morocco, and I'm very disappointed Morocco lost. They should have won that game.
I'm pretty sure a lot of people were disappointed. I wasn't really. I mean,
they played a way better game than France the whole 90 minutes.
Yeah.
And it's just France got lucky with some opportunities.
All right, so quickly, predictions rattle off to me for the championship game.
Argentina wins 4-2.
Why so many goals?
For me, it's tough. It's like picking apples and oranges, but I want Argentina to take it. I'm going to give this one 3-2.
3-2.
No. Screw that. Screw that, man. 4-3.
4-3.
It was the same score in the 2018 matchup when France beat Argentina.
Yeah. What a show. Josh, what's next?
No, wait, hold on.
Yeah, Antonio's he's Spanish.
Come on now, I passed the test.
Yeah.
Man.
Anyway,
it's not soccer, it's football. Okay?
Exactly.
It's football.
So I say France and Argentina tie at 3-3. France with penalties.
Got it.
Are you kidding
You're
me?
an ass.
Sorry.
Josh, what's next?
Profumi d'Italia.
Got it. Ria's got a great show.
Are you kidding
From
me?
Josh Umahi, Eric Williams,
Seriously?
Antonio Gonzalez, Nico Each, and Mauricio Mendoza. I'm your host, Braden D'Aniello. We'd like to thank you for listening to WHPC Sports Talk on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3.